everybody, Cinema Sickness here with your daily sickness video, and happy Saturday to each and every one of you. Yes, the weekend finally here upon us. However, today, pretty busy day for me. Lots and lots of stuff to do. Hunting not happening today. No way I'm going to be able to get out and do any hunting. Just so much stuff going on. This weekend is not a calm weekend for me. I got a lot to do. So, unfortunately, like I said, I won't be able to do any hunting today. I did actually receive something in the mail. In fact, I received something in the mail today, and two things actually yesterday on Friday. But I'm actually waiting for one more thing to arrive. So I was hoping that both things that I was waiting for to come would come today, but only one came. And I'm going to hold off, see if it comes maybe on Monday or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it will arrive and I can just show off that stuff then. But today we're going to do something a little bit different. Since I didn't do any hunting, since I'm going to hold off on showing you what I actually got in the mail, going to do something a little bit different, and that's talk about a format that actually a few of you guys questioned. I recently posted at simsickness.com, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. I posted like an image that shows all the different video formats that I own, all the different types of video formats I have within my collection. And a lot of you guys question a few of them. Some of you guys will go, what's this, what's that, what's, you know, and so. But I'd say the one, surprisingly, I got the most questions about is one that I thought a lot of you guys would actually know about. There's many formats on that list that I could see you guys questioning. But there was one that I was like, really, this is the one that people are questioning a lot of. I was really surprised that I had at least, like, I mean, not a lot, but at least 5 or 10, or something like that, people question what this was. So I figured I'm going to show it off. And today we're going to take a look at Game Boy Advanced Video. Yes, check that out. Game Boy Advance Video. For those of you who don't know what a Game Boy Advance is, I'll show you. I have the Game Boy Advance SP here in a nice little case I have for it. Game Boy Advance, there was a few different models of it. There was like the original Game Boy Advance. There was like a Micro. There was the SP. There was like a backlit SP, like a silent SP. There's all kinds of Game Boy Advance systems. But this here is the Game Boy Advance SP. And that's what it looks like right there. You can see. Game Boy. Pretty awesome. I love this thing. I always say that if I ever did collect video games, or I ever decided to just start collecting video games as well someday, I probably would just collect like Game Boy games. I love the Game Boy as much as I love. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not really a gamer, but I do really enjoy video games as much as I love, you know, all the consoles and stuff out there, especially old school consoles. I mean, I love the 16-bit stuff, Super Nintendo, Genesis, big fan. But of course, I grew up with Atari and I grew up with Nintendo and all that stuff. I mean, I love those systems, and of course N64 and GameCube and all your PlayStation, all the new stuff, the Wii, all that stuff that's out right now. I enjoy it. I do enjoy video games. I just don't play them that much. But Game Boy holds a special place in my heart. I always loved Game Boy. When I was a little kid, I loved bringing my Game Boy with me. I had, you know, the original Game Boy. I used to bring it with me everywhere, play games on it. And I just think Game Boy is awesome. There's so many good games for the Game Boy too. There's a huge library, especially for Game Boy Advance, because these actually play the Game Boy and Game Boy Color games as well. So there's a huge library, which is really cool. So if I ever start collecting again, I'd probably collect just Game Boy games. I'd probably just start collecting them, but who knows if that'll ever happen. I don't know. I really don't have time to play games. I've got too many movies to watch. So anyway, so yes, this is a Game Boy Advance SP. This is one of the backlit ones. There were two models of the SP. There was a like a silent one, which just had like basically lights on the side that just kind of shone and didn't do all that great of a job. In fact, I believe, see, I don't know a lot about Game Boy Advance and all that stuff. I'm not some big gamer, but I believe that was the case. I believe there was a silent one and then a backlit one. I don't think there was ever a model that wasn't lit. I don't think. Am I wrong about that? I know the original Game Boy Advance wasn't backlit, but I don't think. I could be wrong about that. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong or right. But I'm not really giving a history on the Game Boy Advance because whatever. This is more of a gaming device, and I don't really know too much about that. But what I do know a little bit about is Game Boy Advance Video. These were developed in 2004 by Majesco, right there. Pretty interesting. Very cool that they actually were able to get video on a little little Game Boy Advance cart. That's it. You actually have video on this. And that is pretty interesting in my opinion. I absolutely love that. This should be Codename Kids Next Door Volume 1. Comes with a few episodes, I think. Yes, this actually has 4 Codename Kids Next Door episodes on it. How cool is that? So, this is interesting. Take it, pop it in there, and then you just flip it on and watch a video. What's interesting about this is, again, just the fact that this was even developed, the fact that somebody put this together, they were able to get video on a Game Boy Advance cart, and a decent amount of video on it too. I'll show you some stuff in a minute. But unfortunately, though, even though it's very interesting and very neat, it suffers from really bad frame rate, really bad compression. The picture quality on these is god-awful, and I'm going to hopefully be able to show you a little bit of that. Is there volume? Oh, I turned the volume all the way down. My bad. So there you go. Not compatible with Game Boy Player yet. That's another downfall, too. The Game Boy Player for... Here, let me turn the volume down for a sec. The Game Boy Player for the GameCube, it actually was a little player you hooked on the bottom of your GameCube, and you're able to play Game Boy, I think Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games all through your GameCube. So you could actually play Game Boy games on your TV. It was a pretty cool idea. Unfortunately, though, the downfall with that is you cannot actually play these Game Boy Advance videos in that. Apparently, that's due for copyright reasons. Apparently, the people who, I'm trying to think of who. I guess this would be Cartoon Network, and I think there was like Disney and so on and so forth, DreamWorks. Companies like that were afraid that people would be able to record, from VHS or onto DVD through their TV and record all the shows on their Game Boy Advance, which is ridiculous because, since I said the picture quality and everything is so crappy on this, and we're talking this tiny little screen right there. The picture quality is so bad that it would just look like garbage on your TV anyway. So why would anybody in their right mind want to record this video onto a VHS or onto a DVD is beyond me. It would look like garbage. But it'd be really cool, even though it looked bad. It would still be really cool if you could play in the Game Boy Advance player for the GameCube, the Game Boy player for the GameCube, and just be able to watch it on your TV. That would be interesting, but can't do it. So anyway, here we go. There you go. Codename Kids Next Door. We'll press turn the volume up. Press start. And go. You hear the video quality, the audio quality is not all that great either. So we'll pick. Let's see. I actually let you pick what episodes you want. We'll just go with the first one. Let's see. Press any button to continue. Show you a little bit of this. I love this show, by the way. It's fantastic. I miss it. Great show. In fact, my uncle actually knows the guy who created the show, which is pretty cool. So there you go. So you can see right off the bat, the frame rate's not so hot. Video quality, very pixelated, which I'm sure you can probably tell. But with that being said, it's pretty interesting that I'm watching video on my, I don't know how you pause this. There we go. Hit start. Figures. But it's just very interesting that I'm able to watch this video on the Game Boy Advance, period. Very cool that this was a technology that came out. Unfortunately, there weren't a ton of these carts put out. In fact, I almost have the entire collection. I'm only missing a few of them. Then I'll have every single Game Boy Advance title that was put out, Game Boy Advance video title that was put out. Only missing a couple. So very interesting, like I said, very cool. But with that being said, the picture quality is pretty garbage. The sound quality, audio quality, pretty much garbage as well. It's not exactly the best thing. It's kind of like I'll show you guys this at some point too. The Video Now player, kind of the same thing going on. Bad picture quality, bad sound. It was just one of those things where it's kind of like, why wouldn't you just, instead of buying your kid these carts or anything like that, or buying your kid a Video Now player, which you had to buy a whole player and discs and everything, why wouldn't you just buy your kid a portable DVD player? They even back when this was around, they were like $100. You buy one, you already have your DVDs that you're already watching at home. Why would you just not do that? I would probably have never bought my kid a Game Boy Advance cart. I probably would have just said, I'll just buy. You know, I would have splurged, spent the money, been like, here's a DVD, portable DVD player. Watch your DVDs that you watch at home on the go as well. That's probably what I would have done. But still, it's very interesting. Nevertheless, oop, I'm skipping through chapters. Yeah, you see that? You use the L and R buttons to skip through chapters, which is pretty interesting. That's pretty cool. I like that. Definitely neat. So pretty cool. It has, you know, again, chapter search and everything. Very interesting. Very cool. But it is what it is. So you're not really getting too much out of this, but it is very interesting. It is very neat, and I think it's pretty cool. But what is really interesting, and what always blew me away, and I was really surprised by this, is we actually get things like Shark Tale. Not, you know, not some episodes or of a show called Shark Tale. No, we're talking the movie. Right there. Movie. The entire movie. I'm stunned. I remember when I first got one of these, because I had some of these episode ones. When I first got my first ever Game Boy Advance video full movie, I thought, okay, is this going to be like on 4 carts? Am I going to have to like just keep swapping out carts to watch the entire movie? I opened it up, and I was so surprised when I saw this one single cartridge. I couldn't believe it. So I had to check that out. So I remember popping it in. I was amazed that I was about to watch an entire movie on one Game Boy Advance cart. That was just insane to me. So take a look at this quick. See, there's a DreamWorks logo. Check that out. This is awesome. There you go. Let's see. Play. Look at that, guys. Again, horrible frame rate. You can see how choppy it is. But it's Shark Tale on one video cart. I mean, it's just really cool. Yeah. I haven't watched this movie in a while. I should rewatch. Maybe I should rewatch the whole movie on my Game Boy Advance. I might do that. It's been a while. So that's really cool. Like I said, picture quality, it's grainy, it's choppy, but it is what it is. That's just pretty cool. But if you think that's neat, if you think the fact that they can actually fit a whole entire movie on one Game Boy Advance cart, wait till you see what I'm about to show you here. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the artwork for this. I'm missing the box, but nevertheless, right here, I have it in a case. I have this. This is Shrek and Shark Tale on one cart. As it says, 2 movies in one. I am not joking. This blew me away even more. I thought, I remember, like I said, I remember thinking this was crazy. I thought, wow, they're fitting one movie on that. And then I was like, wait. They fit 2 movies on one cart? Absolutely nuts. That's like 3 hours worth of movies right there on one cart, which is pretty cool that they even offered something like that. It just blew me away. So again, we'll take a look at this. Oh, does it want to start up? Oh, do I have to do it? There we go. There's took the magic touch. You gotta put it, that's the fun of a cartridge. You gotta blow in it. I miss those days, and now it's all you put a disc in and stuff like that. I miss the days of having to take your cart and blow the dust out of it to get to work. But look at that, Shrek and Shark Tale. You just choose highlight what movie you want there. Look at that. So we'll take a look at Shrek quick. Play again. And look, this is actually in widescreen. I don't think, if I remember correctly, the Shark Tale we just watched wasn't in widescreen, was it? This is actually in widescreen. That is just so cool. Let's do some... Okay, there you go. Some chapter skipping there. So that's so cool. Again, bad picture quality, bad audio, but really neat nevertheless. So anyway, guys, that is it. That is the Game Boy, that's Game Boy Advance Video. It's a very interesting video format. I think it's pretty cool though. I remember when I first ever heard about it, I had to go out, get myself a Game Boy Advance SP and buy some Game Boy Advance video cards. I had to do it. I was like, this is a format I have to add to my collection. And like I said, some of you guys asked me about it. Some of you guys were curious what was Game Boy Advance Video. I'm sure you guys heard of Game Boy Advance, but you didn't know what the Game Boy Advance Video as well. This is a Game Boy Advance Video. It looks just like a Game Boy Advance cart, but it has video on it. And this one has 2 movies on it, which still blows me away when I think about that. I can't believe they fit 2 movies on this one little cart. That's so cool. Even with the bad picture quality, that still pretty much amazes me, especially for like 2004. That's really cool. So that is it, guys. So I plan on doing maybe more videos like this in the future, just showing off some more random formats. I really want to do another, like, I think I showed it before, but video kind of sucked. I want to show you guys a video now and show you guys like UMD and all kinds of other stuff. I got all kinds of weird formats. I would love to show you guys and show off how they work and what they're all about and give you a little bit of history. So again, these were developed in 2004 by Majesco, and they're very interesting. I just think it's a really fun, interesting collectible format. And again, one of the things I really like about it is the fact that there weren't a ton of titles put out on Game Boy Advance Video, meaning that if you're really into collecting, you know, if the collector in you really wants to like have a complete set of something, this is something you would actually get a complete set of. It wouldn't be that difficult. There's only, like I said, there's only a few more I need to pick up, which I could just go on like Amazon and buy, but I'm trying to find it for a good price. Some of them go for a little bit, not expensive, but a little bit more than I'm kind of willing to pay for a Game Boy Advance Video, since I don't watch these too often. I kind of want to watch my spending. So I am trying to wait till I find it for a better price. But with that being said, I only need a couple more titles and I'll have a full collection. So if you want to get yourself a full collection of anything, of one format, Game Boy Advance Video is kind of a way to go. It's pretty easy. You try to get a full collection of like UMDs or something like that, or even Video Now PVDs. Good luck. There's a decent amount of them out there. It's going to take you a little while to get all those. But Game Boy Advance Video, you could do it. Wouldn't be too hard. You could just go and spend like $100 or so on Amazon and probably get them all. It wouldn't be that difficult. So anyway, guys, there you go. Another downfall with these is the fact that unfortunately they come just in these cardboard boxes. And what's a shame about these is just like any game format out there that's featured cardboard boxes, most kids would say thanks for the video and just throw this in the garbage. Happened with Nintendo, happened with Super Nintendo, anything like that. Unfortunately, this is how they came, and these tend to get thrown out. So that could be a little bit more difficult. Getting a complete collection in box could be a bit difficult. I have about, I'd say 75% of my Game Boy Advance video collection is box, but the other 25%, unfortunately, are just loose cartridges. So it is what it is. But at least I have a bunch of them boxed, and I'm trying to get, I would like to have the whole collection boxed someday, but for now, I'm just trying to work on just having all of them, which will happen eventually. I'm gonna do it, guys. So anyway, that is it. That is the Game Boy Advance video format. Just wanted to quickly again show that off to you guys, since some of you guys did ask about it, asked what it was. Not too much more history than that. Not too much more to say. Just again, developed 2004 by Majesco for the Game Boy Advance. Pretty interesting, pretty neat. I think it's a pretty cool little technology. I mean, it's not the best in the world, but it's just very interesting, and when it comes to formats, the more interesting, the better. It's why I'm a huge fan of CEDs. I'll have to talk about them sometime. If you want to talk about the most interesting format ever, go look up CED on Wikipedia. Very interesting history on those. So anyway, guys, that is it. So, like I always say, if you like this video, please give me a like. Just click the little thumbs up icon. It means the world to me. It only takes 2 seconds, but it means everything to me. Also, if you guys like this video, leave a comment and let me know, because I'll try to do more videos like this where I show off different types of formats, because I own many formats. I'll try to show you guys all kinds of different formats I have within my collection. So if you like this video, I'll do more of these for you guys. Also, if you're not already subbed, please do. I do a brand new daily sickness video for you guys every single day. So if you want to see a video from me every day, plus other bonus videos added on top of that, just subscribe, and you'll get at least one new video from me every single day. Also, if you're not already over at cinemasickness.com, head on over there, check it out. There's a lot more to see there than just these videos. All kinds of updated information on deals that I find that are going on, updated information on what I'm currently up to. Also, if you like my videos right there, check out the videos from Team Sickness as well. Letter collection updates and reviews from those guys and gals. And also right there, be sure to click on the merchandise tab and purchase yourself a Yeah, I almost said a Game Boy Advance video. No, a Cinema Sickness sticker, a Cinema Sickness button, or a Cinema Sickness t-shirt. I would really appreciate the support. And you can find links to all my social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Listia. Everything is all there at cinemasickness.com. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, Game Boy Advance video. Very, very awesome little format. Very cool. I love it. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. Again, if you like this video, if you want more videos like this where we're talking about formats, leave a comment. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great Saturday, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye.